What's happening, y'all? Welcome back. Wake Up Barstool, hour number 2. And once again, we are so lucky, so pleased to be joined by a premier head coach in college football. That is Memphis head coach Ryan Silverfield, the man back-to-back double-digit win seasons in the driver's seat for a G5 playoff spot right now. A massive primetime game at home against the Green Wave coming up Friday night. It's electric. It's great. Coach Silverfield, what's up, man? Thank you for waking up with us this morning.
What's up, guys? Thanks for having me on. Thrilled to be on with y'all.
Coach, so I'm going to ask you, so before you get into like Memphis and the games and everything, I want to ask you about your journey a little bit. Because you took a path that is maybe a bit different than many, and I wonder if it's something you would advocate for others. Right when you got out of high school, right, you enter college, you started coaching during your college, right? Like you're going to school, but then you're coaching in high school. So like where a lot of guys may play or may do this or that, you dove immediately into this career path, and now look at you. Is that something that you would maybe point to some other young men listening who would want to be coaches one day?
Sure. Well, I wouldn't do the exact same path because I got hurt, but career-ending injury, so I won't recommend that.
Is that okay? I didn't realize that's how it started.
But ultimately, look, that's what led to me start coaching. So I started coaching spring of my senior year of high school, and you're exactly right. When I was 20 years old, I was fortunate enough to be a defensive line coach at Division III school, Hampton-Sydney College, a small school in Virginia. And then really, as a head high school coach when I was 23 years old in Savannah, Georgia. Coached in the NFL at a young age for 7 years, and this is now my 27th year coaching. So you can probably tell by a little bit of the gray in the beard, but certainly starting at the age of 18 made a little bit of a difference.
Coach, Brandon Walker, the #1 college football media personality in the entire universe. My question for you is, Memphis is a program through the years. They're always just going to have electric athletes, that the stadium's going to be on fire when there's big games. I feel like Memphis is just one of the more consistent programs in the G5, and maybe one of the more disrespected programs nationally. Does that feed you, or does that fuel you guys when you get ready for these big games? Do you have a chip on your shoulder, or is it just a Memphis standard is higher than maybe most people watching around the country would think?
Well, as you being the #1 analyst in the entire universe and galaxy, I agree. Look, we are one of the most consistent programs in college football, right? 11 straight years of bowl games, back-to-back 10-plus win seasons. We've beaten the last 4 Power 4 teams we've played.
Let's go.
Ultimately, right, like we've got to bring it every single week. And our fans are passionate about it. We're a blue-collar program. We do it the right way all the time. And that's what's been fun about this thing is the guys have bought in, right? Even with a ton of new guys on the roster, the way college football is going right now, the guys have truly bought in, and they're all in on this program. And it's been a lot of fun. So, as we continue to play at a high level, and it's going to be, again, a continuation of what we can do this Friday night, it puts us on a national stage. And that's the great thing. We want to continue to see this leaping tiger all over and proudly represent this great city in the right way.
Well, and Coach, when you look at your career at Memphis thus far, obviously Mike Norvell had a rolling over there. You ended up taking over, and solid football to start, right? Still, like you said, bowl eligible, getting there. But these last couple of years, now going into 3, there's been a real jump in consistency and wins. What do you attribute that to? How did you manage to build that success over about a 5-year period here?
Sure. Look, the credit certainly starts with the players. My first year as a head coach, we were fortunate. We won our first bowl game in a long time. And then we started back over, and we started actually a 17-year-old at quarterback, a kid named Seth Hennigan.
Yeah.
He was the first 17-year-old to start. And that year, he's the only true freshman to start in college football at quarterback. And it ultimately ended up being a 4-year starter, had opportunities to leave to go to quote unquote bigger name programs, but said, you know what? I want to be a part of Memphis. I want to continue to leave my legacy here. And I think that's when you got to see some of those wins going, right? The 10-win season, the 11-win season. And then you turn it back around to this year, and I think a lot of people were doubting what we'd be capable of, right? 78 new players. Our quarterback, who I absolutely love, and Brendan Lewis, who had probably won 5 games in 3 years as a starter, won his first 6 games here. So I think just the guys buying in and the way we've been able to do things at a high level here has been so great. And look, it starts with the great support from this administration. But, man, the players have been absolutely awesome.
Coach Ebo, the tiniest personality in college football, I would just like to ask, or maybe lend some sympathy as a fellow G5 fan. Maybe talk about, you talked about the turnover of the roster just now, how difficult it is to maybe achieve success at the G5 level right now, where your roster seemingly, you got coaches coming in from power schools, poaching some of your best players. Maybe just talk to some of those struggles and how you deal with that as a coach.
First off, Evo, after this show, you're going to be the largest media personality in college football. The ratings should be through the roof when we're done. But I also got some Union sweatshirt. We got to get rid of that. We got to
No. This is great. We love the Dukes. We love the Dukes.
We love the Tigers.
We love the Dukes.
Damn it, we love the Tigers.
Come on. I love the Tigers, damn it, for sure. So I think that's the nature of college football. And I think what's happened is a lot of G5 coaches, a lot of head coaches in college football are sitting there complaining about the way this thing's going, or complaining about this new modern era of rev share and NIL. Well, look, it's part of it. And you can sit there and complain. You can get run over by the train, or you can get in front of this thing, right? You can build the relationship with those players. You can sit there and say, okay, this is opportunities for us to continue to add to our roster in the right way. And that's how I've looked at it, because, right, the NFL background, all those things moving forward, I think there are great opportunities for us with what we can do here at Memphis, and the players have bought in, and yeah, a ton of guys. And sure, the roster is going to get poached. That means we've developed the right guys. And so whether we bring in 25 high school guys and develop them, and people want to pay them more money for them to leave, so be it. But that's what it is. I can't sit here and complain. Now it's my job to go out there and find guys out there that want to be a part of this thing and win at a high level.
Coach, Connor Griffin's going to ask you a question, but before that, I just wanted to advocate on behalf of Ebo. He is, if you can send him some Memphis gear, please send that in youth small, and we will get him dressed up as a Memphis Tiger for next week.
Come on.
Connor, go ahead.
I'm with my guy Ebo, but hey, Coach, related to Ebo's question though, with the G5 and everything like that, obviously last night we get the first college football playoff bracket. Memphis, as T-Bob alluded to, in that driver's seat for that G5 spot. Is that something that you address with your team? Do you try and shield them from that positive hype, or do you just teach them how to deal with it? How do you go about that type of recognition from the CFP?
Sure. I think, look, it's always great to be recognized on a national level. But reality of it is we have to handle our business, right? And it's going to start, we talk about it all the time, and this is not coach speak, because this is the truth in reality. We talk about having the blinders on. It doesn't matter if we were playing Arkansas, right? After you win that game, everybody's patting you on the back and telling you you're great. You have to win every single week at a high level. And our guys have gotten that, right? I'm off the social media during the season. I can't, it's hard to get 17 to 24-year-olds to follow suit with that. But, let's just focus on the task at hand. We want to be in the driver's seat and continue to do what we want to do, which was to win the American Conference. We have to beat Tulane on Friday night, and we got a hell of a matchup there. And so that's all we can handle right now, and control the controllables. And I told them we'll look up at the end of the season, and hopefully we like the end results, and we'll continue to play a lot of football.
Well, and Coach, I want to ask you maybe something that could be considered a bit personal here, but you're having so much success right now. I really love what you laid out just now about accepting the realities of college football, operating within them, embracing them, player relationships, all that. I think that's why you're such a good coach. You mentioned being a high school coach at age 23. That was at Memorial. Is that right? Do I have that correct? That was a 1-9 season.
Well, this is dirty, T-Bob.
No, it's not dirty, because, guys, look at him now. My point is, at that moment where you ever was there ever a moment where you're like, I don't know, man. Am I ever going to be able to do this? Because everybody's there at some point.
Yeah.
What was that like?
Yeah, every single day of the week. I mean, look, we were terrible. I was a 23-year-old head high school coach. I was terrible. I'll be open. I owe, when I retire, because it's illegal for me now, I need to write Memorial Day a check and say, look, I apologize for setting that program back multiple years. But if I'm not the same coach that I was 23 years ago, it's shame on me. So, look, I think I've gotten better over the years. I was painting the fields, doing the team laundry. I was just fortunate they gave me that opportunity at such a young age. But I grew so much. I mean, every single year, even now, I think I'm a better coach than I was hopefully a month ago. And so I think learning those lessons, but those were some rough times. And I think that's added to some of the grays that I talked about in the beard as well.
Love it. Coach Stu Feiner, how are you, sir?
Good, Stu. How are you?
Very good, thank you. And you're having a phenomenal season. Friday night's a special night for me because my show, Barstool Sports Advisors, is on 7 o'clock Eastern every Friday. So I have like 50 people over the house, and we party. We're going to go right into Memphis, Tulane, and I am going to guarantee every person in the Finer household will be rooting for Memphis.
Let's
They'll be
go.
rooting for you. We love you. God bless you. Friday night, Farmingdale, Long Island, 50 animals, guzzling beers, drinking anything that walks, eating food. And we go to this place called Zorn's, the greatest fried chicken ever. But we're going to be rooting for you, thinking of for you, Coach. And Coach, I just want to say, big hug. I love you. I love you. God bless you. Great luck Friday night.
Let's go.
I tell you what, so I'm going to
And I'm an extra large, by the way. Sorry to interrupt you. I'm an extra large. Bring it all. I love free stuff.
Well, listen, I'm going to be flying you here before your show to do the pregame speech.
I can do it.
Love your energy. Straight off a wrestling promo from the late 80s.
I can do it.
Let's do it. Congratulations. You'll no longer be hosting a show. You're going to be my right-hand man. You're going to be my hype guy. I love it. I love it. I love it. And then after, when we win on Friday night, I'll be flying out, enjoying that party. I'll be there a little bit late, probably be about 3 a.m. But save some of that chicken for me.
Fair enough. It's an honor. It's a pleasure. I love you.
Not to jump in on anything, there's no way the best fried chicken on earth is in Long Island. There's just no way.
Yeah, I mean,
there's no way.
That's a good point.
No way in hell. This guy's in Memphis,
How about
Tennessee.
this?
Yeah.
All I have in this bag right now is 3,000
Why do you have a purse?
It's a merce. Because I carry a lot of cash. I'm a cash guy. I'll bet 3,000 right now that my fried chicken, Zorn's fried chicken, is the best in the world.
No chance it's better than anything in Memphis, Tennessee.
Yeah, it's Stu. That's a
It's
high
as
hurdle.
good.
All right.
As
Coach,
good.
Sorry, Coach.
Coach,
My bad.
Coach,
We had to
what
fight that
about-
I
battle.
backed off. It's as good.
What about you? Are you do you have a favorite? Are you fried chicken, barbecue? What's your favorite Memphis eatery to hit up? Or favorite
Yeah, like I
type
say all
of
the
food?
time, if you look at my waistline, I've clearly hit them all up, and quite often. So I've got the expertise on food here in Memphis. But man, there's so much good food, right? I mean, I got to be careful because I don't know who exactly sponsors the Memphis Tigers, and that's the last thing I need.
True.
You should have gone with this barbecue.
favorite barbecue like meat then. If you're getting barbecue, what's your favorite thing to get?
Yeah, look, there's some places that got some of those good dry rub ribs, which I'd not had. Obviously, I was used to the wet ribs, being in the South, and then you come here, and there's a lot of places that have good dry rub ribs. And let me tell you, an under thing that a lot of people don't think about, the pulled pork nachos with some seasoning.
Whoa.
Oh, they will set you
Shout
over.
out.
I'd go for some for breakfast right now, actually.
Oh,
Actually, best ribs in the world are in Queens, right, Stu?
To the Chinese restaurant. You're right. Spare ribs. Long tongue.
Coach, you're the absolute man. Cannot thank you enough for waking up with us this morning. Again, guys, it's tomorrow night. It's Friday night in Memphis. It's a massive game. The American, the premier,
Great conference.
Just a great conference, top to bottom, dude. The one of the premier conferences in the entire country, and it's going to be very exciting down the stretch here. Coach Silverfield, you're the man. Thank you, and kick some ass Friday night.
Good luck, Coach.
Absolutely.
Good luck, Coach. Thanks.
Appreciate you guys, man. Love being on with y'all. Enjoyed it, and we'll talk soon. Go Tigers.
Go Tigers.
Go Tigers.
You know what's interesting? I didn't realize, and it's bad research by me, I didn't realize an injury is what triggered his coach career. That's the same thing with Levy. Levy was at Oklahoma, and he blew out. He got an injury where he couldn't play anymore, and then he immediately went into coaching. So both those guys doing very well for themselves at this point.
Maybe a colonoscopy would have prevented those injuries.
Yeah, I don't know if that's medically accurate here on Men's Health Month, and I don't appreciate you taking colonoscopies as some sort of like joke or piece of.
Well, I had to get it in. We had to save the whole segment.
Wait, quickly. Evan, Brandon,
Yes, hello.
greatest movie ever? Wrath of Khan. Wrath of Khan.
I'm not that big of a Star Wars
This
fan,
is
though.
not Setting Alpha 6. It's Setting Alpha 5. That was Ricardo Montalban. If you don't know, now you know.
The guy from Naked Gun?
See, the problem is all of your jokes are so accurately misdirected, right?
Yes.
So
He knows what he's doing.
So it proves you know exactly what we were talking about.